What up, YouTube? Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Breaking news. So it looks like Arsenal have finally agreed a fee for Noni Madueke. Breaking news on Twitter and all the socials at the moment that Arsenal have agreed a fee for Noni Madueke. Now, this news has been brewing for some time. I'm going to share my screen and show some of the news that we have currently breaking. And Fabrizio Romano, who's some of you on social media will know very well, has broken the news that Arsenal exclusive Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. Fee agreed in excess of £50 million. Are you excited, or are you thinking, what the hell is Arsenal doing? Are you excited to see Noni Madueke at Arsenal, or do you think the money could have been better spent elsewhere? Call in. I'm reaching out to all you Arsenal fans out there who like to talk about Arsenal. Are passionate about the club. I've been following all transfer news, etc. If you want to call in and interact, click on the link. I'm gonna put a link in the chat and click on it, and let's discuss this breaking news about Noni Madueke coming to Arsenal. This has been on the cards for some time. Arsenal have obviously been trying to negotiate for a few players. Joker has been the well-known one, but we never thought. Madueke has only just emerged in the last week or two, and there was an element of surprise about it. But it looks like Arsenal have agreed a fee exclusive. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. Fee agreed in excess of 50 million with add-ons included. Green light from Chelsea. Madueke already agreed 5-year deal at Arsenal days ago, and he's now set to complete the move. So here we go. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. He is coming to Arsenal, 23 years old. Now, look, there's been a lot of negativity about this transfer. Let's search for Noni Madueke, see what the reaction is online. So, like I said, Fabrizio Romano broke the news an hour ago. Maybe other journalists might have broken the news as well. But I'm on Twitter at the moment, and Fabrizio Romano is saying that Arsenal have agreed a fee for Noni Madueke in excess of £50 million. This is something to ponder. How do you feel about it? So here we go. It's been confirmed. So let's look at a few reaction from some Arsenal accounts. I don't care what you think about Noni Madueke signing. Whether you like the signing or not, it doesn't matter. This is Arsenal, and we're a family. Show him love and support like everyone else who wears the red and white. Welcome to the red half of London. I totally agree. Look, this guy is obviously not coming in to be a starter, but Arteta is obviously seeing something in him and thinks, you know what, I like him. I think he could be a good addition to the team. Saka is obviously our starting right winger. But I said, in my last stream, the stream that I did a couple of days ago, that, look, it's a treacherous season. The season is very long. It's treacherous. You need a big squad, and you need backups in all areas. We found out last season, Sterling really couldn't cut it. He huffed and puffed. He came in. Arteta clearly didn't trust him. So we, towards the end of the season, we're struggling for survival. So I think bringing in somebody like Noni Madueke, who can cover for Saka and can also play on the left, I'm quietly optimistic about these signings. I don't know about you guys, but I totally agree with Arsenal team. Hands of Arsenal says, welcome to Arsenal Football Club, Noni Madueke. We'll fully back the player the moment he pulls on our jersey. Medical plan, first reported by Fabrizio Romano. Yes, so it looks like Arsenal have agreed a fee for Noni Madueke. Arsenal signed Noni Madueke despite 2,200 petitions from fans. Timberland and stepovers are inevitable at the Emirates. Okay. All right. So Timberland beats and stepovers. BR Football says Noni Madueke is moving across London to Arsenal for around $68 million per Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal go shopping at Chelsea again. So there we go. Noni Madueke in the Premier League, 67 matches, 13 goals, 5 assists. Martinelli with swag. Okay, 50 million for 150 million for Kai Havertz. Thank you, Arsenal. So that's clearly from a Chelsea fan. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. More on the exclusive story, on the Noni Madueke exclusive story. Understand Arsenal and Chelsea will exchange all documents on Friday. The transfer agreed will be 52 million package. Arteta said yes to Madueke as key target already weeks ago. Medical being scheduled soon. Okay, Noni Madueke and Arsenal exclusive story confirmed. Okay, let's listen to Fabrizio.
Club after the player accepted the contract proposal and agreed the personal terms at the beginning of the current week. Now everything done. Also between the clubs, Chelsea and Arsenal, agreement in place for a package worth more than £50 million. And also included, Noni Madueke will travel soon for medical test and contract signing as new Arsenal winger. Agreement completed, new addition for Mikel Arteta, who had also Noni Madueke to his squad after several signings. One more. Here we go.
Okay.
Noni Madueke from...
Let's meet that. So January 2023, Chelsea signed Madueke from PSV for around 29 million. 2 years later, Chelsea sell him for 50 million. I think, if you consider inflation, etc., that seems like a good deal. Arsenal have clearly got a very favorable payment structure. One thing about fans is they look at the money, the total cost of the transfer, and they think, oh, we're spending £50 million on him. This payment could easily be spread over 3-4 years, which means Arsenal are not really expending any more than £10-15 million per year, which is manageable. And it's clearly affordable for Arsenal, which is why we bought him. You look at Arsenal, Noni Madueke. If we have 50 million for him, then I don't want to hear any excuses regarding the fee for both Gyökeres and Eze. This is a stupid tweet. As I said, transfer fees are structured and negotiated depending on the club you're dealing with. There might not even be a down payment. Maybe the next scheduled payment might be next year. You never know the terms of agreement, so you can't really compare players when looking at transfer fees. 50 million down the drain, Noni Madueke scores again. I just can't fathom how you have Victor Gyökeres there. He's waiting. He's ready to die for the team. And he's not even part of yet. Ready to be the guy to take Arsenal to the promised land. And you prioritize Noni Madueke over that. It makes zero sense in any capacity. Again, this is somebody who clearly doesn't understand how transfer works. The money that we're spending on Madueke has nothing to do with Gyökeres. Arsenal have a budget and have a set of targets. And they have a maximum budget that they're willing to spend on a target. The fact that we bought Madueke has nothing to do with Gyökeres because the budgets are separate. Difficult to explain. You get some players who play football like it's life and death. When we lose a game, a piece of them dies, like Thiago Silva. Noni Madueke is the polar opposite to that. He could lose a game and time is left. He's laughing and joking and organizing a night out with this. That's why I'm not bothered he's gone. I can't believe it. Wallahi, we signed on Madueke. I can't believe it. Wallahi, we signed on Madueke. Okay, this is somebody doing balloons here, probably East London somewhere. Shame on you if you send Noni Madueke abusive messages. You don't deserve to call yourself an Arsenal fan. I agree. Noni Madueke was frantically inconsistent. Happy to cut our losses early on him. He wasn't as bad as people are making out, but clearly his ceiling isn't as high as Stavo, Neto, and Quenda. This deal makes sense for all parties. If Noni Madueke is a terrible signing for Arsenal, like this tweet. No. Miles Lewis Kelly responds to Noni Madueke transfer on Instagram. Fuck Arteta. Okay. All right, some more starts. So, was leaving after seeing this photo of him. Okay. Exclusive, again, for Fabrizio Romano. Noni Madueke models his game on these players. Let's listen.
Main one, of course, Ronaldo. That's probably when I was a bit younger, but even like Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., watch those type of players and try and take bits from their game, iron rob them. So yeah,
What is it about those players in particular?
they're decisive. They win you games on their own, and they entertain crowds. So that's what I like to do as well.
Okay. Compared Mohamed per 90 minutes in the Premier League. Okay, let's compare. Um, so West Ham 2024 shots on target 0.8, 1.5 Madueke goals 0.2, 0.4 assists 0.2, 0. Chances created 1.1 Madueke 1.4. Crossing accuracy 25.93. Madueke is 17.46. Take ons completed. So this is Kudus versus Madueke. Take on 3.22. Take on successes 48.42. Madueke has a slightly higher one. Fouls 1, 2.3, 1.1. Touches in the opposition box 4.9. Madueke is 8.8. I think generally, there's been a lot said about Kudus and whether we should have actually gone for Kudus. I think Madueke is a lot more dynamic. He's more mobile than Kudus. Although you could argue that Kudus has got a better end product. I think Madueke is a lot more of a live wire. So, yeah, I don't know. So this is comparison between the two. If I'm sacking Saliba, contracts are not getting signed, not spending the prime years of my career playing with Onima as my winger, impossible. If we pay 60 million for Onima, I want Arteta and Better sacked immediately. Part of Arsenal fan base are fucking, sorry to swear, I disgrace on how they've treated Madueke. You dumb are forgetting if the club signed him, we're needing him to perform. It's true. Breaking news: Mandem FC have lost its leader. Only Madueke to Arsenal. Sources can confirm Malo Gusto will take on as the group leader. Breaking news: Ronnie Madueke, 23, to Arsenal. Here we go. Fee agreed with Chelsea next fee with add-ons included. I would rather extend Leandro Trossard's. I would rather extend Leandro Trossard's contract than sign Ronnie Madueke. Insane misuse of 50 million. Insane misuse. Arsenal fans have started petition. So this was about 8 hours ago. Now we got David Ornstein chiming in on this breaking news. Arsenal close to full agreement with Chelsea to sign on Madueke. Clubs nearing compromise for 23-year-old winger to join AFC from CFC in £52 million deal, 5-year contract in place. England international and USA as talks enter final stages. Okay, I'll say it again. Is Chelsea the biggest club in London? But it's one of the biggest clubs in the world. Let's be honest. Okay, from Noni Madueke, 150 million Great British pounds for Kai Havertz, and Noni Madueke they paid for Casado. Talks about the attitude towards Arsenal fans. I agree. I mean, I think look, let's be honest. Some fans are going really overboard here, trying to uh, target Madueke with all these vitriol and hate messages, etc. It's rather childish. These fans need to grow up. This is professional football, and when Arsenal sign a player, you get behind him, you fully support him. Okay. So Noni Madueke has decided to seek a new challenge with his hopes of regular football at Chelsea limited by them adding Liam Delap, Jamie Gittins, Estavio, and João Pedro to the attack. Okay. It's the biggest club in London, Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke is familiar. Every agenda drop, clean slate from me, and I genuinely hope you prove everyone of us that doubted you. Welcome to Arsenal football. I agree. Look, like I said, um, fans really need to grow up. You need to grow up, and you need to understand that football is not all about emotions and your personal interests and what you like and dislike. This is about building a team that can last 8, 9 months of a rigorous season. So like I said, I'm quietly optimistic about this signing. Very young, he will be a good addition to this. Very dynamic. He will um, take some of the workload off Saka. Um, I think this could be a good signing for Arsenal. So, okay, so that's the breaking news. Madueke to Arsenal confirmed. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace out.